So I am on day 7. Welcome to day 7. And I am going right now at a networking event that is actually way more fancy than yesterday, TEDx. And it's called something with millionaires. I'm not sure what it is. I got invited. I'm not a millionaire, but I got invited, and yeah, I guess we'll go together into this event and see what it is.
Invest your time in your business, in education. He was on fire.
Production financing to independently produce major motion pictures. The opportunity to create way more value. And you've got to get this right as a successful business owner. Left-hand column is what is transactional, right-hand column is what is transformational. And then you figure out what is the balance.
The power of consistency. No matter what, the people that know me know that I always do the same thing every time, every week. Today, it's actually Thursday, and Thursday is always networking day for me. Sit down now to record the shoot, and I'll see you right now. Hey there, and welcome to day 8. I'm so happy you're here with me, officially starting week 2. I hope you really liked the summary that we had of week 1 just now, where it's a short behind the scenes of footage you haven't seen and have seen, and things that I couldn't share during the training videos, but I think is still important to share to show you that having this entrepreneurial lifestyle is a lot about meetings, work, and so on. And the last bit, which I promised you yesterday about the consistency and how it's very important to be consistent with whatever you do, I put that in there because Thursday was my networking day, and in there I go every week. I go there, and it's kind of my fix against procrastination because people expect me to be there then. It's a way to get social proof at the venue as well, which we will be covering in week 3 and week 4. But it's actually one of my best hacks to start growing as a company. It beats procrastination. People know who you are because you always go to the same places. It's just about picking those places. But for now, we're gonna go right into week 2, which is vision setting week. Creating a vision map that is practical, setting practical goals that are actually gonna get you real results and not put you in a phase of burnouts and stress and so on. And for that, actually, I'm gonna take you together with me to the PowerPoint and actually to the speech that I delivered a couple of months ago now, a while back, in Lithuania. I'm gonna take you to day 2, which is the evening plenary. I was invited to host a 3-day conference, and this is the day 2 evening when I put everyone in a circle, 150 plus people. I put them in a circle to make sure that we can connect and make sure that any question that was up for it is gonna be there. Because the whole goal of creating a community like this is not to create followers, it's not to create leaders, it's not to create all of that. It's to create a family. And that's what I told them on day 2 evening in that organization. I told them we are one group. We shouldn't be competing with each other. We should be growing together just like a family would. Just like a brother and a sister. Yes, we can fight, but when we compete, we don't compete against each other. We compete for the sake of growing together. So just like that, I'm gonna take you on a one-on-one conversation here, and we're just gonna go into day 2 evening in Lithuania, Achieve Conference. That's what it's named. So first of all, I need to check your mood, which is what I did back there. I hope it's well. And we're gonna go deeper into vision maps. Now, the first thing is I'm gonna share you one of my old vision maps here, and it's really funny because what a vision map is. So I take random pictures of a vision that I kind of have, but it's not reachable for me. And it's always just outside of my reach, or even sometimes a lot outside of my reach, but somehow I imagine that it will happen. And every 6 months I do this exercise and I make this kind of thing on my laptop. The funny thing is, why is it so structured? Because the program I'm using just has a maximum of 9 pictures. I know people that do a lot of pictures, but I just do 9 every 6 months, and the things that I like change, and that are fulfilled change, and the ones that are not fulfilled I take for the next 6 months. But one of the things that I want to show you here is actually, so this picture, look at this picture. So at the time when I was taking this picture, I just, a couple of months, founded Lightning Video Editors, and I kind of imagined us filming big conferences, something amazing, because we were filming here and there some interesting conferences, but nothing too special. And I just kind of imagined to be that behind the scenes camera crew that filmed this amazing conference. And this picture, which is the funniest one, is I always imagined to be at an exotic location during the winter and kind of having this pool that has this amazing view. Now, the whole point of this picture though was that I wouldn't go and pay to have this vacation. It was the point that it would be a project or somehow a paid thing that I had to go there and film there or something like that. I didn't even know what I was thinking when I put it there. I just knew that I wanted to visit a place like that. And this is what I kind of want you to do when you're creating vision maps, to create a map of all these pictures that you kind of imagine but don't know how to get. And you can see here that I'm like putting all these words there. LV is the acronym for my company. And then these body language retreats. When I was putting this was a couple years ago. I had just graduated as a certified trainer from the Center for Body Language and Micro Expressions, and I just imagined to do some kind of retreat for that with people. So I put that there, and funnily enough, then the Why Not 3 retreats came along. And then here, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and traveling the world, and I'll go deeper into each one of them and you'll understand how you can do it for yourself. So the first thing that you need to do when you're creating those vision maps is you need to ask yourself the question, what do you want to achieve? And you always have to dream big, because the bigger you dream, the better it'll be when you accomplish it, because then your next vision board is going to be even bigger. I have a story of a buddy of mine that I think his first vision board, this was years ago, apparently was some Nike sneakers and a shirt, a white shirt. And I think he's gonna hit now, years later, his first $1 million revenue in a year, which is something, when I met him, like maybe we could imagine it, but somehow I couldn't imagine that you can go from a white shirt and sneakers to the lifestyle he has right now. It just shows dream big and then draw it out the way you saw my vision board. And this is the first picture I want to show you. So 6 months, no, not even 3 months after that vision board, I took this picture by random on to promote on my Instagram, and this is like 3 months in after that. And this was TEDx in my home city at the town that asked me to film the event. And this is unreal for me at the time. And I couldn't imagine when I took that picture and I looked at my iPhone screen that this was real, that it was exactly like the vision board that I had here. Obviously not the camera and so on, but it was that big client that we were looking for that made me inspired by why we do what we do, which is sharing experiences. Then this is the second picture of that same conference where we were filming those speakers. And you see here the red glow and the thing of TEDx. And this is the picture that pretty much convinced me that vision mapping works. This was a project, I think last year in November. One of our clients flew me out to Tenerife to film a 15-day YouTube promotion thing for them, and I took this picture, and it's not completely the same, but it was in the middle of November, and it was freezing cold in Belgium where I was living at the time, and I was like here, and it was so unreal for me that this happened. And imagine at the time when this happened, which was just after TEDx, or just before TEDx actually, like when I drew it on my vision board, it seemed unreal. I couldn't imagine this would happen, and then it happens. So then, obviously, just to tell you, does it ever stop? No, it grows only bigger. This is a picture of my crew and me shooting the TEDx Rotterdam event at the 1st of September where I spoke. This is the camera that we own and everything right now, which is way better than what you saw on the TEDx stuff a year or two ago or something like that. And this is me actually speaking at the TEDx Rotterdam event, because one of the vision boards that I created, I think a couple of months prior to that, was I wanted to bring Why Not 3 to the next level, to share on a platform that people hear to, that people listen to. And I never thought TEDx was even an option, even though I was pursuing it. And somehow I just imagined a stage that would have some kind of credibility, that people really understand that this is possible and practical and applicable to everyone. And then this happened, and TEDx Rotterdam called us up. And the funny thing is, this is the great thing about doing everything live. Yesterday I had a meeting with them, and officially right now we're gonna go into a partnership with them, which is crazy. I couldn't imagine this. I was speaking there a month ago or something, and since then those people have become my friends. I've been so grateful to them, and they've been sharing my message because they believe in it, and the same goes back. And since yesterday, my main company is an official partner of theirs. So not Why Not 3 yet. And this is the biggest one. This is the largest vision that I had, and to the point where people literally thought I was crazy, which is writing a proper book, not paying a ghostwriter, but actually writing a proper book that is edited, published by proper publishers, edited by proper editors, and getting that into reality. What started with a crazy idea actually became something real. And many people ask me, where's the book right now? And I always tell them it just got written and it's in editing phases. So we actually had our first proofreading and editing applied. I'm very detailed on it. I hate spelling mistakes and grammar mistakes, so I'm trying to work all of them out. And right now, this is actually what we have right now. It's kind of a manuscript. This is the manuscript. This is how a real book kind of looks like before production. And the funny thing, and this is what I want to show you here, is this is obviously not how it's going to be, but you can see, if it focuses, yeah, you can see here, from the desk of Lova Kramer in Belgium, August 16, 2015 at 3:54 p.m. That's literally when I wrote the first page. And it's just, so right now it's in the second proofreading phases, and we're gonna get it edited right now. And the projected timeline, even though I've been saying in a couple months, the projected timeline from now on is the moment we get it back from the second proofreader, which I'm hoping is this week or next week. It'll take 6 to 8 weeks. That's what the publisher told me. So I'm hoping that by then it'll be there, and then they'll have worldwide shipping and so on. But this is the craziest, biggest vision on what I did, and everything that I gave you in the last 7 days, the power of consistency, all of these small things, they are all applied into my book. How did I write it? By doing a little bit every day. I wrote 500 words every day. It took me a year to complete what you saw right now, which is a proper book, and it'll take me another couple of weeks or months until it'll be properly edited, getting the cover, getting the book, and so on. It's everything that you've learned so far in the Mindset Week that I've been applying to get this into reality. It's my ultimate vision. And with this slide, what I actually want to give you, I want to ask you to share your vision. What is your vision? What is just outside of your reach that you really want to accomplish? Share it with me. If you don't want to share it in the comments below, then share it in the Facebook group with everyone else. And who knows, maybe in a couple of months you'll accomplish it, and I can promise you that from here, us, my team, me, are gonna try to help you as much as possible to get there actually. So tomorrow we're gonna go into more practical stuff. You will be able now to create a proper vision board that works. You have seen how it worked for me, so you'll have an idea on how to set up your own thing. And then tomorrow we're gonna do the practical goal stuff that I cover in the workshop that I've experimented with for over 2 years now, and I know how many goals you can have, how you can set your goals properly, and it's based on the greats of our time. It was really good to see you again. I'm super excited to see you tomorrow, and have a really nice day.